And that's wonderful. That's like a complete technique right there. Because you can not only protect yourself from an attack, but end it. What is up, guys, and welcome to episode 9 of this karate podcast. Today, we're going to be covering a staple of modern karate. Whether it's Japanese or Okinawan, this form is found in basically every school of karate. Today, we are talking about Tekki Shodan, or Naihanchi, depending on your school. As always, these diagrams, credit for them, go to Albert Pfluger and his book 25 Shotokan Katas. This image has been digitally colorized and enhanced for your viewing pleasure. That means in the book they're black and white, but the book is still worth buying, even if it is only in German. Before we go any further though, I want to step back for a minute and just talk about Kata. The purpose for Kata, the reason for existence in Kata. Now, I want you to think for a minute that you are a karate teacher. You have students, and you want the students to remember the techniques of your martial arts style. So what do? You teach them some things, and then you send them home and they practice, right? Well, what if they're elaborate? So now you have to think of how to put these sequences together. So you take your students, you say, hey, do this, then do that, and then do this. And that's kata for you. See, kata is a mnemonic tool. It's something that's meant to help you remember the techniques. It's the vehicle of transferring the knowledge of your martial arts style from one generation to the next. Now, Tekki has this mythos around it in the martial arts community where it's so simple that people try to over elaborate on it. Not just Tekki. This really happens in all the kata, where people who do Bunkai will say, hey, here's a technique for these movements, but it could also be this, but it could also be that. So I want you to ask yourself something here. How easy is it going to be for your students to remember all the different things you show them if one movement means 5 different things? See, the mnemonic tool loses its effectiveness in helping you remember something specific if it's not something specific, it's actually 5 different techniques. The logic around that doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't have created this esoteric form with these vague meanings. Now, I'm not saying that I know the original intent of every movement of every kata. That'd be silly and that would be vain. But what I am saying is that if we're going to take ourselves seriously as martial artists, and we want to prolong and extend the life of our martial art, we have to have students who can actually remember what the hell they're doing. So I'm going to give you one technique, and just one, for every single movement of Tekki Shodan, with the expectation that you can take that, practice with a partner, full contact, make it useful. And then you and your students, when you practice in the future, when you teach other people, when your students teach other people, those specific meanings will be remembered because it's just one. I'm not saying it couldn't be other things. I'm just picking what I think is best. And really, if we're going to be taken seriously, karate guys out there, guys and gals, I think this is what we have to do. Modern combative sports isn't forgiving. If we're going to compete, stay alive, we got to adapt. So, one movement, one specific thing to give us a complete system. And yeah, there's a lot that Tekki Shodan doesn't have in it. And that's what the other 26 kata are for. If you're in Shotokan, there's 27, right? If you're in another martial arts style, you have other forms. But that's the idea. Everything's there. Learn the forms And in theory, if you learn the forms, you know everything you need. So, Tekki Shodan. This video is going to be a little bit shorter because the simplicity. What do we got here? Okay. Movements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we got this big number 2, this intercepting block. Number 3, this elbow strike. Number 4, this pull down to the hip. Number 5, low block. Number 6, this square hooking punch. What's going on here? So in the kata, we have big open here, there, down, over there, right? Let's take the iron horse of Tekki. Let's turn it to a front stance, go in this direction. Okay, I'm in my fighting stance here. Here comes a strike towards my head. My right hand, their left hand, they're attacking me right here. I'm going to intercept that attack as they're swinging around. I'm going to intercept that attack and shoot straight down the middle. And I'm going to go around the back of the head with my hand here. Pull them into an elbow strike. Also, when you do this, tuck your chin into your elbow here, or not your elbow, your shoulder here, to protect your face from getting hit. Okay? Elbow strike. For flavor, not in the kata, but for flavor, let's go knee strike, and I'm going to pull them down here. Does not look familiar in the kata. 1, 2, pull them down. Now what? This hand that did the elbow is going to snake around the back of the head. I'm going to pull their head low. And this other hand is going to go under the arm, and that's going to push high. So, as I pull them low, push high, you roll them that direction, or you just throw them on their face. Either way, this is a beautiful technique, because you're going from blocking a strike, counter-attacking, you're going to pull them down and throw them to the ground, effectively ending that confrontation. And that's wonderful. That's like a complete technique right there, because you can not only protect yourself from an attack, but end it. It's not an individual like punch or an individual kick or whatever. It is a complete set of movements designed to end the fight. Okay. So that's one half of the form. This form, it just does all these on one side and then does everything on the other side. I'm not going to do it twice. So that's half the form right there. Now guys, what do we have next? Let's look at like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You can zoom out here for you. Yeah, that looks good. What is going on here, guys? It's in the kata. We have this big downward block, back fist. We've got the big knee movement here. We go outside, big movement here, there, and over here. What is this? Let's take that iron horse and turn it sideways again to a regular fighting stance, okay? Here comes an attack. Now, it doesn't matter. Left hand, right hand, either way. Could even be a kick. But I'm going to parry low, whatever's coming towards me here. Parry low, and at the same time, back fist to the face. Now, depending on what leg they have in front, I'm going to wrap around that leg with either my left or my right. So, blocking the attack, wrap around, reaping throw, and I sweep them off to this side, or I push them off to that side. And for a good added measure, they still haven't lost their balance, I can pull them here, push them there. Another beautiful technique. Because I'm taking an attack, whether it's left hand, right hand kick, I'm nullifying it, counter-attacking, wrapping around, I'm going to chuck them. Put them on their butt. That part of the fight's basically over. Now, am I saying with these techniques that like you're ending a fight? No, like a guy could get back up or whatever, but you've ended that series of movements, giving yourself opportunity to run or to get help or whatever while they're on the ground. And that's good defense. I like that. Okay, guys. That's it. That's it for the form. Super short form because those movements are just repeated twice. Left side, right side. So let me know what you think. Give me a comment, please. Please comment on my YouTube channel. Give me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Either one, I don't care. Give me interaction. I want interaction. And I think that's about it. Until next time, guys. Sayonara.